Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. Now, today's no different. Today, we're back to talk about Garcelle from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where she stands with Dorit, who she's not talking to, Lisa Rinna, and also, of course, Erika Girardi. But before we do, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now, with that, roll that intro.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Now, of course, Garcelle talked to Daily Pop, and she just let us know when it came to Erika Girardi, she was stunned that that was the question. And if you guys missed it, I'll recap it really quick. She asked the rest of the women, well, she technically asked Erika if it's okay that she shares with them that Tom has been calling her daily. Now, Erika did let us know that she has been receiving calls, but she had to call her lawyer to call his lawyer to be like, stop the communication, stop calling me. We all wanted to know why that was the big question that really kind of sent her off the edge. But Garcelle's addressing that as well. And she said, I was stunned. I was stunned that that was the question that broke the camel's back. She has been so honest and forthright, not just with me about a bunch of things, but also the other girls. So when I said, oh, Tom calls her, it shouldn't have been a surprise because she was mic'd, but, it seemed like it was something that really sent all of the women into a tizzy, especially Erika. The women lost their minds over this. And Lisa Rinna really sounded like a little bit of a hypocrite because when this question came out, she was pretty much asking Garcelle, questioning Garcelle, as to why do you need to ask so many questions? However, I've said this, you question the hell out of Denise Richards. You also, questioned Dorit and asked if people were doing coke in her bathroom. You've questioned a lot of people. So this, again, seems just a little hypocritical. But hold on, wait, it keeps going. Garcelle did admit because of COVID that they were taking separate cars, and she was not in the car with Erika when she was telling Crystal Kung Minkoff about this whole Tom situation. Again, it was caught on the hot mic, which we had Zach Peter come on and tell us. We didn't even know it was caught on the hot mic until he let us know. And then after he let us know, boom, it was all over the news. Everyone was shocked because the way that it was edited, it looked like they were having this conversation as they were walking off this hill from their hike. But that wasn't the case. Now, again, getting back to it, she said that they were taking separate cars and she wasn't in the car when Erika was having the conversation with Crystal and one of the producers. We're hearing that a producer was in the car with Erika and Crystal as well. That just goes to show exactly what Zach's theory was and what Lisa Rinna shared with us on Instagram, that this was a conversation that they heard on the hot mic. So they were pushing Garcelle to be the one to technically pulled the trigger on the whole thing and bring it up in front of the rest of the women. And that's exactly what she did. But for her, she didn't see anything wrong with it because you said it. When it comes to Garcelle's relationship with Lisa Rinna, we obviously know that after last season, season 10, after Lisa Rinna was so relentless on Denise Richards, Garcelle looked at her as a person that she's like, I can't trust you. Why did you go in so hard? She had a lot of questions and she does ask a lot of questions, but she asks the questions that the fans want to know. When it comes to where they stand today, she said, we're trying to figure it out. Pretty much that it's a day-by-day situation. We're in a better place than we were before, but the season's not over yet, which is a little bit of a tease to let us know things might go awry all over again. But as for Dorit Kemsley, who she did actually call Garcelle the least authentic on the show, it sounds like Garcelle and her haven't spoken because Garcelle said, I haven't spoken to her, which, well, duh, then they haven't spoken, but she said, I'll see her at the reunion. Woo! Okay, I feel like there's a lot going on here and there's even more happening behind the scenes, especially with Erika Girardi, because she's addressing claims that her lingerie was being auctioned off at the Girardi auction. Now, when they asked her, Erika, is this yours? She goes, hell no. She just made it pretty much clear that that was not her lingerie, but it makes you wonder whose lingerie was it then, Erika? Was this one of the many mistresses that you're alleging that Tom had, or is she just lying about it? We don't know, but honestly, is it that big of a deal if somebody's lingerie is being auctioned off anyways? I actually kind of think that that's a little bit gross. But when it does come to her relationship with Garcelle, fans were suggesting to her through a series of posts and tweets on social media that Garcelle threw you under the bus. When Garcelle didn't hear it for herself, she shouldn't have been the one to bring this up in the first place. I don't agree with that, to be honest, only because they're all there to do a job. You're contractually obligated. If producers are telling you to do something or say something, you kind of want to keep in that good graces with the producers so they continue to bring you back and give you a diamond. Erika did like the tweets, though, that were suggesting that Garcelle threw her under the bus, and that's a little bit of a problem in itself. I'm just curious what you guys think. Moving forward, we know that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it will be on tonight, and this is the moment where we see Sutton and Erika coming face to face. It's not that big shut the gut moment, but it is the moment where Sutton has to explain why she called the meeting with all of the women except for Erika to let them know that there were red flags. This is another thing that I've asked you guys multiple times, and you all seem to agree that it is fair that Garcelle, Crystal, Sutton, that they all have red flags because they don't have the same relationship with Erika as the rest of the women. So they're not as protected. They're looking at it from a different lens, and they're like, okay, well, shit, the LA Times article is coming out. This article is coming out. Every single day, there's more and more information that's being fed to us and fed through mainstream media. What actually is going on? And is Erika being honest with us? The only unfortunate part about this is Sutton said what the rest of the women were thinking. However, I feel like she is going to be the one who catches flack for all of it. I think this is going to be very obvious what's about to go down, but I will be watching tonight. And of course, we will be recapping it live tomorrow. Not only were we, set to recap that, but we will also be recapping today, the Real Housewives of New York. And we're going to be doing that at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be going live with Derek Z from NBC. Yes, that time I meant to rhyme it, but it's going to be an interesting conversation because he knows all about the Housewives. So it's fun to talk to somebody else who's just as invested as we are. When it comes to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, though, I do have a few questions for you. How do you feel about Garcelle explaining that she really doesn't have a relationship with Dorit? Are you surprised by that? Especially after Dorit claimed that she was the most not authentic out of the group. And do you think her and Lisa Rinna will ever be able to get back in good graces? And then as for Erika and Garcelle, did Garcelle throw her under the bus, or was she just doing her job? So many questions to which I need so many answers. All right, guys, if you haven't already, just do the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now, with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.